I'm Guy Taylor from Threat Status at the Washington Times. We're here in Huntsville, Alabama at the 2025 Space and Missile Defense Symposium. I am very lucky to be joined by Josh Jackson. He's the Executive Vice President for Army Business at Science Applications International Corporation, really important defense contractor. Josh, tell us a little bit first about what SAIC does. You are the Executive Vice President of Army Business.
Yeah, I would say that now is an exciting time, not only to be in the Army, but really to be in the defense and government services space. SAIC is a mission integrator. And so what that really means is we're bringing together experience, expertise, and an ecosystem together to solve really hard problems for our nation. We got to have expertise, right? We need people that understand how to build AI, ML solutions, how to protect from a cyber standpoint.
AI, ML.
Yeah.
Which it stands for.
Artificial intelligence and machine learning. So we got to bring that expertise, but you also had to have experience. So we need to understand existing systems, commercial technology, new technologies, and we're a big believer in an ecosystem, and that's what makes us great as a mission integrator, is having an ecosystem. SAIC is not going to solve these large, complex problems by ourselves. We need small businesses, we need venture-backed companies that are bringing emerging technology. We need commercial technology from companies like AWS, which is one of our big partners. We need universities and their research. We need other large businesses and OEMs. And what we believe is that triad of experience, expertise, and ecosystem is really what's going to enable us to solve some of these large problems that our country is facing.
Essentially to help Pentagon leadership harness the ingenuity that's out there.
Absolutely.
So all the talk here at Space and Missile Defense this year is Golden Dome, Golden Dome. President Trump has signed an order calling for a next generation missile defense shield. Are you involved in that? And I know you are. And what are the biggest challenges with Golden Dome that you see right now?
So as we look at that, and that is a great example of a problem of national importance. It's going to require really a whole of nation approach, right? We talk about whole of government, whole of industry. It's really a whole of nation approach. We need the nation to understand the importance of what goes on in integrated air and missile defense and why it's important. But we also need, again, mission integrators that understand how to make all this work together. I think one of the biggest challenges yes, we need missile technology, yes, we need sensor technology that's improved, we need to understand how all those systems work. I think one of the biggest challenges is the data and information. How do you create a fabric?
Data, these missile satellites and
data from your sensors, information from your sensors, data and understanding missile performance, right?
And how is it protected?
Yeah. And yesterday, General Whiting was talking about 30 minutes basically is the time that you have to respond in those intercontinental missile defense scenarios. And so having machines that can talk to machines, taking humans out of the loop and putting them on the loop to understand how they can make better decisions when humans are required to make those decisions is something that's really super critical here.
President Trump has tapped General Michael Goodlane as the Golden Dome czar. One of the things that General Goodlane has talked about publicly, he hasn't talked publicly very much in this position, is that mission integration will be the so-called secret sauce to Golden Dome's success. What does that mean more specifically, and how is it that companies like SAIC are going to be able, are you actually positioned to deliver on that quickly?
So I would agree with that. Mission integration is really who we are as a company. As I mentioned, that's part of our DNA. When Bob Beister created SAIC over 5 decades ago, he wanted to create a company that solved hard problems and really think about how to do it in an integrated fashion. And that's who we are today. It's a big part of our DNA. So again, as we think about the big problems within integrated air and missile defense, it's
example.
Data and information.
Integrating ground systems with satellite systems?
Absolutely. A lot of those systems were created in stovepipes, vertically integrated, not necessarily created to interoperate with each other. And so now the way that we stitch those together, it's very complicated. And also you need to create machine-to-machine interfaces and able to translate in milliseconds. And that's what we're focused on. We're creating a data layer and data fabric that enables existing systems as well as new systems to talk together more rapidly, because time is of the essence in these scenarios. One of the areas we've been investing heavily in is cloud-based command and control. How do you create a command and control apparatus that operates from edge all the way back to your higher headquarters at the national and strategic level seamlessly? And so that's been a big area of investment for us for the last 2 years, and we're getting some great traction on results from that.
Josh Jackson from SAIC, thank you so much for coming on with Threat Status here
Of course.
at Missile Defense,
Yeah.
Space and Missile Defense 2025.